Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. We'll do a bit of a walk and talk vlog. I've come to a location called Oponice Castle. So I'll pan the camera around so you can see some of the walk, and eventually when we get up to the top of the hill, I'll do a walk around the castle as well so you can see the ruins, and I'll point to some of the information boards and try and talk through it. I think this is just a notice of the local area, a bit of geographical interest. Agotowy Remicki. Oponice Potok, I think that's like a brook. Lesius Forest. Okay. Let's go for it. So I'll try and get a shot of the old castle on the hill before we get up there. I think we can just about see it. So I've purposely panned away from me for this first part, so there you can see it up on the hill there. It might not be too good with the focus, but there you go. So that's where we'll be going this morning. So bit of an incline. I should be up there within half an hour or so. So let's go. I think we might be able to see. Yeah, let me pan the camera around. There you go. There's one of the old sandstone walls that we'll be getting up to very soon. So yeah, it's a bit of an incline path, but you can see that view in the background. So basically this is a big valley. We're in a big valley, or a dolina. And here's another information board. I'll pan round. And here we have another information board. Some map and geography info, description, and some of the wildlife around the area. Now it's very rare to get a bear. They are here, but not. So here's a map of the area and some general geography information, description, and some of the wildlife of the area. Medved. Looks like a big brown bear. But I've never seen a bear in the area. And they actually have, I think they have camera traps in all these foothills that surround here, that basically let the residents know, or let the local administration building know if it's gone off, and they'll have like photo evidence of what it was. So generally you are safe. You have to just keep your eyes peeled and be a bit vigilant, but I've been up here quite a lot now, and there's not really been any sightings up here. In neighbouring villages, they've been known to visit over the years, but again, it's just all about being vigilant. For example, if there is a notification from one of the village administrations of a sighting, then you just don't go to the area. It's pretty simple logic, really. Now we're just walking up that stone path now behind me. We've came off the main track. And we're actually going onto a bit of a path, going into the forest. And we will make our ascent to the castle ruins. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice and peaceful. And today, I think it's the 3rd of October. Oh, we've got a fallen tree. It's a little bit of wildlife running around. I'll just step over here. There's quite a lot of fallen trees on the track. So today is the 3rd of October as well. And we had our first frost in the morning. So I got in the car and it was 5 degrees. So it's definitely, the seasons will be turning, temperatures will be dropping. So I've just had to walk around there because that tree's fell in the path. And we're back on the main foot track up to the castle. I'll just stop for a minute, pan around. So we'll be coming back down here. So now we can make our ascent upwards. I'm getting a bit out of breath because I've got a bit of a trek on. So we've still got to go up there. But it's peaceful. I have seen some people at the top and that's always good to see, just in case. But yeah, I need to catch my breath for a minute. So I might proceed a bit slowly. So we'll go this way, we'll go right. So now we're on the approach. You can see it in the background, hopefully. And here we go. It's a beautiful morning, a bit chilly again. So here we have a small Oponice area. So you're able to have like a small fire here, grill some meat or some vegetables, however you like. So that's quite nice. We haven't done that yet, but we will do. Some latrines, if people need to use the toilets. So let's go for a walk. I think somebody's preparing there. Dobrý den. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I think that guy was breaking up some dry pieces to get a fire started. Maybe to have some breakfast. Maybe I can join him. So now we're coming to the outer corner. And I actually thought it was, I said earlier, sandstone. It's not. I think it might be at the bottom, the sandstone. But you can see this corner work. And you can see how pretty straight that is. Now, considering it was built in a time without levels and gauges, well, they would have had some sort of gauge, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's huge. Can't even think how big that is. So imagine if probably about 100 foot or something, give or take. Let's get up there and have a look. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's down at the corners. So it actually had a top coat of something on it. I don't want to say multi-finish plaster. Okay. But yeah. I think there's a peg there for some sort of climbing, maybe, perhaps, I'm not sure. Okay, there's some work going on. Pan round, let's get up to one of the towers. Dobrý den. Oh, let's just have a look at the view. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Good for the soul in the morning. Well, good for the soul anytime. Strušení na záchranu Hradu, Oponice. So in the back, you can see in the far background, I think you can see a tower. And there's a small town, it's Oponice. Or how English would say, Oponice. But yes, absolutely beautiful. And you can hear the wildlife as well. Let's go and have a look at some more of the valley. So you can see the opposite mountain range, I think, in the background. Let's get my finger up here somewhere. So we're not in the middle of a valley, but that is the valley. So let's have a look. Okay, so that is in the direction of Nitra. And we're a bit covered here by the vegetation. And that's in the direction of Oponice. So I think over in the background, that'll be the way to Trenchin. And then over here, Pieshtani, over the mountain range. And you can actually drive between the mountains. Someone's just started their generator, so it might get a bit noisy. Fantastic. So yeah, we made it. It's absolutely beautiful morning. There's a few people up here with probably a guide, some walkers or ramblers, as we know them in the UK. I'll just try and get a shot in there. Brilliant. So I'm just going to take a look at the castle. Dobrý den. It's nice to be nice. Say hello, good day. Here's the information board. Oponice Hrad. So it's saying there, 1300, 13th century. And you'll be able to translate this. But it's just for the sake of the video. But yeah, absolutely beautiful morning. Let's get up to the castle. Bit of a ropey wooden bridge, I'll remember this. So just watch your step. So I think there's been some restoration work going on for a few years. It's sort of very slowly. They must have got it from a fund or something from the government, which is nice to see. Funding for places of interest. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning up here. See some of the old work equipment. Still in good use, I'd say. But yeah, I don't think I'll be going down too far. I think I might be able to get down there and show you around. But if we get up to if we keep climbing up, so let's go through here first, these archways. Beautiful. So they look to me still like the original archways. Or maybe not. I think that's a modern brick. Yeah, my mistake. My mistake. Can't be modern. So there's a makeshift winch there, which is pretty cool. Got the corner of the tower that's still existing. So I think we're able to go and have a look at my own risk. I hope nothing breaks on me. But yeah, wow, it just really opens up. Look at these walls, amazing. From the 1300s, and it's still in existence today. So I'm not sure if I want to go any further up because it does get a bit ropey, but you can get the idea. Oh wow, okay. I've never ever seen that, so that's almost like not quite a coat of arms, but something similar, like an emblem. I'll have to try and get a better picture of that, or a better shot. But yeah, amazing views. Absolutely amazing. So I'll go past the winch. Don't want to drop down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, go on. I've just got to be really careful. Because I'm intrigued by these walls. Okay, so there's like a bit of timber scaffolding that's been made. Wow. Now they are definitely the original archways in the windows. Amazing. Even in them days. So 1300s, wow. 1300. Oh, let's pan out a bit, sorry, lost me focus there. So we'll go over to this bit as well. That's been under some reconstruction. So that's interesting. So yeah, it's lovely, it's great. Really interesting. And you can imagine all the fields down here were farmed and used for agriculture as they are today. And this castle being a viewpoint for encroaching armies, enemies. So this is one of 3 of these old medieval castles in the Tribec triangle. This one, of course, being Oponice. The other, more to the north, is Hrusov. And then more to the east, but not sort of too far, still within the range, is Gimesh. So Gimesh is on the way to Jeleniec, it's a bit further up. And Hrusov is more north on the way to, or past Skitso. But they're all very similar ages being built in the medieval times, and all situated on high mounds. But yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So let's go and explore this part of the castle now. I was kind of waiting till them people were finished. I think they might be busy taking some selfies, as you do. But this is really interesting. This is the most interesting part for me. And these pillars and corners. And how it's still standing to this day. Amazing. So actually, I'm just thinking, and you can see them. I'm not sure if they would be original arches because they look like sort of modern-ish bricks. So, and mortar. Maybe they were added some time after, but not exactly when it was first built. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about a lot of things, but hey, it's good history. And I love these stones. I really love these stones. I would love to take some, but I'd get told off. Right, let's make our way over to this part of the castle that's being reconstructed. And I've got to be careful coming down. Okay. So I'll have one little look around here for you guys. Right, let's make our way further up. Okay. Very ropey. Got to be careful. Then we can walk around a little bit. Wow, it just opens up more and more. And I actually think that this one over here is Velký Tribec. That's the biggest mountain in the range. And right over in the distance there is Zobor. And you can almost see the antenna off the pyramid. Not on the camera, but by eye. And I can see a little bit of smoke there. I think somebody's made a fire. They might be having a small grill, which is nice. Why not? That's what it's there for. And I don't know if you can see in the distance there. Let me try and pan. I think in the distance there. So you see that white building there. I think that's a compound for Jaguar Land Rover. Or the beginning of the industrial site, at least. So maybe we can go down here. That's an original arch, definitely. You can tell. Let's just go then through the arch. Then we'll go through here. Safe enough. You just got to take your time. Okay. Let me pan the camera around. We've just come up these steps. Another view. That was the entrance down there that we've just come in. And here's the construction. So it's like a round turret room or something. So if you could imagine what a viewpoint this would be to see for approaching armies, cavalries, enemies out on the land here in all directions. So this might be serving as the on-site security, the watchtower, if you like. Yeah, wow. So I have some pallets on here. I think they're safe enough to stand on. And here's the timber construction. So obviously after many years, the roof would have collapsed. And so to maintain it, this timber roof would have been built and supported to save the structure from heavy weather damage. I mean, it will still get it naturally, but it's supporting it from water getting on top of it and inside it. So yeah, very good idea. And yeah, it's nice to see that old places like this can get funding, nearly slipped, can get funding to help restore these old buildings of interest. Fascinating. So we'll make our way back down now. Just got to go slow, one step at a time. And I think the guide or the tour they're having a grill, so that'll be interesting. I'll try and capture a little bit of footage. So if we go out the back, back to sunshine. And over in the distance there is Chateau Oponice, and that's not too far from where I've parked my car actually. And you can make out the chateau with its dark roof. Okay, I think that might conclude the video. This is quite interesting. It's just a cylinder structure. Was it a chimney for something below? I'm not sure. Let's go and have a little look. There's nothing round it, so got these window features. One up there too, and two more there. So there was definitely more of a structure here. I wonder if we can see them having their... Maybe we can. I don't want to spy on them too much. A little bit creepy. Yeah, so they're around the corner. So maybe we could just park up here on this, what looks like a quartz stone. So right, that'll conclude. And I will start making my way back down. So I hope you've enjoyed the walk around Oponice Castle. I have. It's a beautiful day. Let me know if you want me to go and visit another castle and do another video like this, and I probably will. Have a good day. Coming back down now.